Hi, and welcome to Freedom Phrase number 43. Freedom phrases are a few words that I am stringing together, and they are designed to help you think differently, more expansively, more generatively, more creatively, more innovatively, and certainly to help you feel freer. This freedom phrase was inspired by my yoga teacher, Amy Fox. We were in class, and she put us, into a pose, and it wasn't easy to get into that pose, and it wasn't easy to stay in that pose. And she said, don't fight against what you're up against. Don't fight against what you're up against. Wow. Because so often we are up against an edge. Can I do this? Um, should I take this risk? How am I going to make it through? How am I going to get over this? How am I going to navigate in this territory that I have no business being in? I have no idea how I got here, and I don't know how I'm going to, succeed or get through it in a successful whole way. But if you don't fight against what you're up against, what's left? Right? Learning, growth, going with the flow. If you don't fight against what you're up against, then you're going to be with it, right? You're going to be with it in a different way. I know that there are plenty of people out there that are getting into situations and circumstances and events that they wouldn't consciously choose to be in, right? Because it sometimes it feels constricting, sometimes it feels too expansive, sometimes it feels like you would just rather, pull the covers over your head and not be dealing with stuff. But when you fight against what you're up against, you're adding a whole nother layer of suffering. And if you don't fight against what you're up against, then your opportunity is to be in the flow, to really ask questions like, wow, what is it that this circumstance or situation is teaching me? Wow, what do I have to learn here? How can I grow here? Where is my learning edge? Who can I ask for help? How can I see this differently? I remember when my daughter was diagnosed with an eating disorder years ago, and talk about fighting against what I was up against. Yeah, this mama bear wanted to just take it all on, right? I was going to fix her. I was going to fix me. I was going to fix the family. That didn't work. Fighting against what I was up against didn't work. But leaning into embracing the parts of myself that were in such pain and denial and blame and shame, when I embraced those parts of myself, when I stopped fighting against what I thought should be, and I just I started to have some compassion and some love for myself in what is, it was then that I could, step back and really appreciate the journey that Lauren was on, and look at it and say, wow, I have no idea what she's going through, and I could learn to respect something that I couldn't understand. So if you don't fight against what you're up against, you get a much wider angle lens. You get a much higher altitude from which you can see a broader landscape. If you don't fight against what you're up against, you're going to learn, and you're going to grow, and you're going to stretch, and you're going to go. And you are going to get through it. And you'll do it with more peace and more ease and more grace. If it's here in your experience, then it's got to be here for some reason, So find the what's there to learn, or where your growing edge is, and embrace that. When I think about the flow and going with the flow, I think about water. It's unstoppable. It's powerful, and it always wins. It always gets to its destination, but not by fighting what's right in front of it, by going around, by going over, by creating different relationships with ease and grace, it makes it through to its destination. So don't fight against what you're up against. Love is the way, get in the way. And if you have found this freedom phrase to have provoked a new way of thinking or a new thought, or you think somebody could really benefit, please share it. And also, if you've been enjoying the freedom phrases, then you can subscribe to the YouTube channel, Jackie Lesser. And I'll see you here again next time.